Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming to our session 2 of Data Camp. Your speaker for this session is Jung. He is a senior analyst here at the Lone Star College-Montgomery campus. And this session will be covering tracking and predicting LSC students' performance using Power BI reporting. Jay, take it away.
Hello, everyone. So can you hear me? Okay, let me share on the screen. Hold on, please.
While Jay is sharing his screen, as a note, if you have any questions during his presentation, feel free to enter your questions in the Q&A section.
So today I'd like to show the Power BI report, how to use the Power BI report, and then how we can more use the for the tracking and the predicting the LSC students, the performance using the Power BI. So basically today, I would like to do some of the just general introduction about what is a Power BI, and then what can Power BI can do for us. And then I will show how to navigate the Power BI report, and then show some of the useful Power BI, introduce some of the useful Power BI report for you. Today, I'd like to just give some of the just general explanation about the Power BI report. Not the more, I'm not going to use some of technology term. I just want to just give some of the simple explanation what is Power BI. So generally, our department is providing a lot of the report to the faculty and staff in the Lone Star College. Many cases previously we provide the Excel type of the report or PDF type of the report to the client. One of the issue is the client only can just read and understand our report, but there is not much room they can actually play with that. And also whenever they have some of the requests, another request for the next year or next term, we always try to provide the report or just gathering the data and then just create some similar kind of report and then provide to the client. Now, just using the Power BI report, we just try to create some kind of dashboard for the faculty or the staff. And then just we can connect the data and to our server. So client don't need to just request again that data. They can just simply visit the site and then see some of up-to-date information. And also there are many kind of slicer we try to offer to them so they can play with that, and then they can see that if we just provide, for example, the completion and success report, clients just play with that by gender or ethnic city or section. So many kind of information we put the slicer. The client just actively just find out some of the information by just using this kind of slicer. So this is a more interactive Power BI report. So through the Power BI report, we create a lot of the report and then we provide the visualization. So client also just add some kind of the new visualization as they want, or if we provide the data, also the client can create their own Power BI report, so they can have that information on, and then whenever they need to improve some of stuff that they can do by themselves. That is one of the benefits from the Power BI report. So right now, we provide a lot of the training opportunity to use this Power BI report. So first, our analytic department on the air give some provide the Power BI training. So right now we don't have any face-to-face option right now, but we have a virtual live the training opportunities. So I just copy and paste some of the recent email from our analytics department. So you can see that there are a couple of the basic level of the Power BI report training and also some of the intermediate Power BI training we offer. So it's June and July. So once you hear this presentation, if you are interested in getting some of the more opportunity to develop your Power BI skill, yeah, please just join this, register this the workshop, and then you can get some more detailed information. Oh, you cannot see my screen right now. Hold on, please. Let me do again. So can you see my report now? Can you see the site? So yeah, let me know if you still are not able to see my report or this information. So this is the training opportunity. So you can see our schedule for the Power BI training for the virtual live. And then also every year we have a data institute. So this is not only Power BI, just the training. If you join this data institute, you can learn more detailed stuff, what they are doing and then how you can use some data and then how you can just utilize our resources. So that is a data institute. So every first semester, though, we're gonna just send some of the invitation for the Data Institute. So anyone you are interested in this Data Institute, please just submit the application to AIR, and then we will select you. In to invite our Data Institute. And then this kind of the data camp, we try to more provide the opportunity to give some of the information about the Power BI report. Unfortunately, right now, just because of the COVID-19, just this is the only session we provide the Power BI information. But usually every data camp, many of the college analysts and analytic developers try to just join this data camp to explain about this kind of Power BI report and how we can use that one. So the first I'd like to give some of the information how you can get some access this the LSC Power BI report. So first I strongly suggest you need to visit the LSC Air site. This is the address to access our Air site. If you visit there, you can see that you can click the Go to Air service in the Lone Star College Service Center. And then if you click the Access Request and then select the Request Power BI license, you can complete this kind of form and then you will earn the Power BI license in a couple of days. And then you can get some of you can see many kind of Power BI report we have already created for you. But I just want to just give a note. Even though you have a Power BI license from us, if you are not using this Power BI for a certain period of time, you can retrieve this license without any specific notice. In that case, after a couple of months or a couple of years, you try to log in some of our just Power BI report, probably you may not have any access. So in that case, you probably need to just do this process again, then you will get the license again. So let me give some of the brief instruction how you can see some of our Power BI report. So first, you need to visit the following site. This is a discovery lonestar.edu. If you just click this in your web browser, you can see this kind of the first page. So if you see that there is, you can see the Air official and some of your college workspace. So
Jay,
yes,
can you switch to slideshow mode so it makes the screen a little bigger?
yes. It is, hold on. Hold on, please. Let me show you again. Hold on, please. So can you see the bigger screen now?
Not yet.
Not yet. It suddenly stopped the screen share. So let me do it again. Can you just, so this looks bigger right now?
You might need to click end slideshow and then try to get back into it.
I'm sorry. Now it's first time to do this. Let me try again. Hold on, please. Two. And then
Up at the top with the little screen that has a play button in the like red bar on the left. There we go.
so can you see now?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, sorry about that. So if you go to the, so let me show the a little bit beginning part. So if first you need to just in your web browser, you need to click the discovery lonestar.edu. So once you click that one, you can see the at least the two of the workspace. One of them will be the Air official. So this Air official is a red one. So all of the LSC faculty and staff who have a Power BI license can see the all report under this workspace. And then the you will be able to see at least one of the other workspace. For if you are working at the North Harris, you can see the North Harris the workspace. If you work at the site fair, you can see some of the your own your school, your campus, the workspace too. And then if you belong to specific group, like if you are the division of the operation manager, probably you will be able to see some of the LSC, DOMS. So depends on your position and then your work campus, you can see some of the multiple workspace in this when you click this the workspace. So, and then sometime, even though the some of the report is not under the specific to your workspace, if you click the share with me, the you can see some of the report that the air analysts or other people create for specific report for you, or we can also share some of the report with you, even though you are not in the specific the workspace user. So you can also search your report over there. And then if you click the My Workspace, when you create your own dashboard and then publish it to your own workspace, you will be able to search all report that you created by yourself. So there is several ways you can search some of the report. So today, just my main focus is that I would like to show some of the useful Power BI report to you. So uh, under the our department have already created more than several hundred Power BI report to the LSC faculty and the client. So it is very difficult to search that information. So I just want to introduce some of the useful Power BI report that I'm thinking. So this is pretty subjective, but many of the clients and then many of the faculties often have some question about this report because they are actively using this type of the reports. So generally, first one is the prospective students. So if you are interested in some of the prospective students, under the air official, you can see some of the report like ISD to the LSC feeder and the site planning. And then some more report is not under the air official, but like LSC shopping cart, that is one of the use BI report you will be able to use. And then if you are more planning some of enrollment, you can use this kind of following report, like a capacity planning report, Purge report, developmental education, the co-requisite enrollment report, and then some report is under the different workspace, but like a LSC enrollment trend report will be one of the useful, and then frequently people use that. So if you are focused on the student's completion and success, course completion and success standard report is under air official. So you can see that each of the course level, course completion and success rate through the several years. And then also you can use some of sequential course analyzers, and then you can use some of the co-requisite performance tracking report. I'm going to show one of them, each of them more detail after this. And then if you are focused on the specific group, like if you are focused on I'd like to know about the dual credit students completion and success, you can go to the dual credit headcount and course enrollment on the air official. You can get the dual credit students, some of the enrollment pattern, you can see that. And then if you are focused on like once people go to the tutoring center or some of the academic support, how they can improve the course success rate. If you are interested in this kind of the report, the one of report is the LSCM, the academic support service CSR dashboard will provide this type of the information. And then if you are focused on some of the EDUC 1300 report, you can also, under the air share, there is a LSCC EDUC 1300 report is there. So there are many kind of the report is there. So I would like to show more detailed report right now to you. So this is so can you see my screen? Let me know if you have some issue to access the report. See the screen. So this is the first page. When you click the discovery.lonestar.edu, this is the first page. You can see that. And then if you go to the workspace, there are many workspace I have, but you probably have 3 or 4 workspace based on your location and then your position. So for example, if you go to the Air Official, this is the first page of the Air Official screen. So you can already see some of the category you can search. So if you click the prospective student, this is the report related to the prospective students. So let me give one of those report for you. So this is the LSC, the ISD to the LSC feeder. So if you see some of the report in detail, you can see that how many students is right now from the 9th grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade, and 12th grade. And then you can specific just search some of the ISDs. So if you are interested in the only Konno ISD, if you click that one, you can see that how many students is now at the Konno ISD. And then if you want to know about among these the ISD students, how many students actually come to our college, you can click this page 3. So for example, let me just focus on the Konno ISD. So this is the total students, the total graduate students from the high school. So for example, last year, 2020 to the 21, 4,408 students actually graduate the high school. Among them, only 940 students that actually come to our college. That is a 21%. So through this information, you will be able to see that each of the area, how many just high school are going to graduate, and then how many students possibly come to our college as a college students. Or yeah, some cases we need to double check by some kind of dual credit student too. So this is one of report that you can use that to see to recruit some of the students from the high school. That is a very useful tool you can use. So another one is the shopping cart. This is not under Air Official because there are many students information is there. But you can see that if you see that 2024, for example, specific campus. So let's do the sci fair. So this students is just the sci fair, their shopping cart, they put some of their course in here. But you can see that among them, how many students actually register that course so far. So based on this report, if students just put their course on the shopping list, shopping cart, but if they are not actually registered yet, you can contact the students and then you can just give some of detailed information to just encourage students to come to our campus. So that is one of the tools. And then if you go to the Air Official again, now let's more focus on their enrollment management. So after you just start some of planning some of the enrollment. If you are interested in now how many are in our campus, each of the course level or each of the campus level, how many students actually have a capacity, and then how many students actually enroll in. So that is the report for, this is the report for that. So that is, we call this a capacity planning. Previously, just we provide this report using the Fusion file, the Excel type of the report. We just provide the client, so clients know about from each of the course, how many students had a capacity, and then how many students actually enroll in. So they decide we can offer more class, or we just need to a little bit reduce some of the number of course next semester. So you can planning using this capacity planning reports. So for example, if I click the course enrollment here, and then 2000 summer, so 2011 summer, if you see that the specific college, for example, the Montgomery campus, if I would like to know about the specific the biology course, for example, the 1406 class. So now there is a 2 section we offer for the summer class, and then the total capacity is the 60, it's already just fully just enrolled in this class. So students, there is no additionally just come to the class because it's already full. In that cases, we need to provide more courses. So for another one is English 1301. So if you click the English 1301, now we have a 17 section offer, and then currently total enrollment is just 327. So still it's 80%, it's still good, but still we have a little bit room to just invite some students in this course level. So you can see some of this kind of capacity report to plan and to manage your enrollment. So another one is a Purge report. So Purge means once students pass the payment day, just the system automatically drop the students because of the non-payment. So this shows that how many students are purged every semester for each college, and then also this gives some information what type of the students are more purged than the other groups. So for example, 2021 spring, if you are in the North Harris, you will see that there are 1,586 students were purged because of the non-payment. And then this is from the total total head count, there is a 16.6 students. And then you can see that which the ethnic group has more purged than the other group. So for this case, is African American students are more purged than the white students. So probably you need to more focus on the African American students to avoid the purge. Sometimes you can see the female and male, and you can see their veteran status, but there are many kind of breakdown you can see through this report. So you will have a general idea in our campus how many students actually purge every semester, and then especially what type of the students are more purged. So if you know about this kind of information, probably if you just when deadline is close to payment, you can more focus on this group, and then you can give some of the nudge to encourage students to make some payment to avoid this type of the purge event. So this is a purge report. I'd like to give some explanation. And now one of the biggest one is right now is a co-requisite enrollment. From this fall, we should have 100% of the math co-requisite, developmental students should be in the co-requisite course. So summer right now in general 86.5, but if you see the fall, it should almost the 100%, but still a little bit just the room to achieve our goal. We need to figure it out. 1.5% of the students who is not just enrolled in the prerequisite course, and then we need to bring them to the prerequisite course, so we should reach the 100% for the next semester. So this is information you can use the planning some of enrollment, and then you can use the different kind of the report, but I think that is one of the useful reports, so I just want to introduce that. So now let's go back to, so I just talk about a little bit, give some of the detail about the Power BI report information for the prospective students and just enrollment management. Now let's check it out, the completion and success. So completion and success, if you are faculty, you would like to know about what is our class, our students' general completion and success rate. And also you want to compare, probably want to compare some other class or other college. So in that case, I strongly recommend to use the course completion and success standard report. So there are many different kind of information for the student and completion and success through this report. So for example, this is a general information, so you can compare general completion and success report. But there are many slices offered here. So if you are focused on the specific course like biology, if you click the biology, you can see that biology course for the generally whole campus or whole system-wide, how many students actually complete, how many students succeed. So you can see that now this is a success report. So generally 81% from the total completion, and then 69% of the students from the total enrollment succeed. That means getting the A, B, C above. But if you want to focus on the specific college, you can select a specific college like this, and then you can see that your own campus, your own college, the success rates through this report. And then if you are interested in I want to compare the online students versus the face-to-face, you can just using this one, you can check it out. Face-to-face, there is a 99.1 and 84.7, but if you click the online, that is getting lower. So you can compare the delivery method or course level. You can also focus on the FTIC or non-FTIC. You can also focus on the race and ethnicity. So using the slicer, you can more break down success rate based on by these slicers. So that is one of the report the UI many of the faculty and staff often use. And then another report is, I think this is pretty useful. For example, so some of the faculty want to know about, I teach the 2019 for the Math 1314 course, like a Math 1314, so Math 1342 class. And then if you want to know about after that, how the students just taking some of the course the next semester. So for 2020 spring, do they taking some kind of another math course? If you want to focus on that, you can click this one. And then if you want to check it out, how many students taking the upper level course, so this is, you can just tracking some of the students, like 2009 for the 1,700 students taking the Math 1342. And then next spring, among these students, they taking some of the advanced math course, the 53 students. And then you can see that how many students the grades. So you can just check focus on the how many students pass that class or succeed that class. So you can just do some of not only one-time event using this sequencer or sequential the course the analyzer. You can tracking the specific group who took some of the course in this semester, how they move forward. So using the sequence the course analyzers, you can do some of the historical there the improvement for the course taking. Some cases you also wondering not just general course completion and success. If you want to focus on some of the core requisite course is efficient or effective or not, if your question is like that, core requisite performance tracking report will be give some of the idea to you. So for example, student 2020 spring, the students taking the developmental, the core requisite core, there is 3,000 students, 3,030 students actually taking the core requisite developmental course. And then among them, 99.6 students also taking the college level, the core requisite course. And then they pass the college math course 56.2, and then 43 point of the first students don't pass the college level course. So with this information, probably you can see that probably this is not really many than your expectations. So only among 3,000 students, 56.2% of students move to the next level of the college math course. But if you see the previous 3 years, if you just see this one, 10,000 of the students are actually taking the developmental course, especially 0310. And then within 1 year, only 22% of the students actually passed the college level course in 1 year. So if you compare with these two, you will realize that co-requisite course is really effective for the students, for the developmental students, to just quickly finishing the college level math course. So this is some of focus on the specific group, but there are many different kinds of the Power BI report provide to you, give some of this kind of detailed information. So another report I would like to introduce is the dual credit headcount report. So dual credit is always biggest issue right now. So you can, using the Power BI report, you can focus on the specific group of the students. So this is a dual credit headcount. So you can check it out, how many students actually enroll in the dual credit program by college. So you can see that it is just to keep increasing our number of the students as a dual credit students. And then you can also see some of the by course level like this. So which kind of course, which kind of location students taking. You can select some of the course level. You can select some of high school. So this is more give some of detailed information about the dual credit enrollment. So you can track it by ISD, you can tracking by the high school. So that is also, you can check it out, what kind of course students or dual credit students most likely taking. So this type of the information gives some of the information, this kind of information will be benefit if you are focused on some of dual credit students. So next one is I would like to show some of the report I created for our Montgomery campus. So this is the academic support report. So this is designed because we'd like to know that once students receive some of specific academic service like tutoring or the coachings, so how this support impact to the students' performance. So in
5 minutes left, Jay.
Pardon?
5 minutes left, just so you know.
Okay. So for examples, so 2018 and 18 for so So 80 students are receiving the specific type of the academic support. And then they have slightly better the completion rate and slightly better the success rate. But if you see some of the other report give some more detail, like, so if you so if you receive some of the academic library instructions compared to the non-library instructions, that you can check it out, how this completion rate and success rate has been changed in overall, and then you can also break down by campus. So tutoring effect or some other academic service, you can compare through this type of the report. So this is a design for the specific group, but you will be able to use if someone is very interesting. If tutor is effective, tutoring the campus tutoring is effective, using this kind of report, you can compare the completion and success rate between the non-tutor students and tutor students. And then you can also check it out you can focus on the specific group, what kind of group is getting more benefit. By using this slicer, you can get this kind of information. And then there is also the LSC EDUC certain report. So if you are really focused on the EDUC certain groups, there is a specific report for the EDUC 1300, so you can also just searching this information and then check it out how enrollment pattern has been changed. And then depends on the students or delivery method, what is their completion and success rate has been changed. So this kind of information you can get through the Power BI report. So there are a lot of the Power BI reports. Today, I just introduced some of the useful Power BI report to you, but if you have some time, you can search some of the many kind of report by yourself in this our discovery.lonestar.edu. So I just show some of the many report to you. Probably this is just I just quickly just review or just show this report, so you may not clearly understand this report. So anytime you have some time, please just visit this website and just navigate the reports. And then any question you have, please let me know. But I just want to give some of the explanation. This is the pretty new technology, and then many people love this Power BI report because they can just receive this report with some of the updated data set, and then they can this is active the user-friendly report, so they can search some of the information by themselves. They can change some of the slicer. They can research by themselves through this Power BI report. So there are a lot of the benefit we have, but just we have also some kind of task, because one of the limitation right now is we usually provide the descriptive information through this Power BI report. For example, we can show some of general completion and success rate between the tutor students and non-tutor students. But you probably don't know in detail this kind of difference is actually meaningful or not. For some time, if we provide some report, the Purge rate report, you can see that some of the group is have a lower Purge rate, but actually this is one of the big key factor to decide the Purge impact or not. So some kind of inferential statistic is now needed to develop some more research question or to answer some of your research questions. So now our department start to is thinking about to add some of the inferential statistic into the Power BI reports. So we have Power BI report have some of the function to put some of the information using the R script. So now what we are doing is we try to develop some more Power BI report to show some of the inferential statistics to the client right now. So still there is a visualization is still some of the issue, but now we are able to do some of the logistic regression or correlation analysis through the Power BI report. Now you can see that what kind of variable is more correlate each other, what is a more important factor to impact the student success. Those kind of the analysis, deeper analysis is now possible in the Power BI report. Now just the AI is now working on it to add the kind of the information. But issue is still how we can visualize this type of the information more effectively. There is now AI working on it, so you will be able to see some of this inferential statistics into the Power BI report pretty soon. So do you have any comment or question? Let me stop to share here now.
So we do have quite a few questions in our chat and Q&A,
Yes.
but unfortunately we are out of time for this session. We've got our session 3 starting. If everyone would like to look in the chat, I did put Jay's email address in there. So any of your questions that didn't get answered in his presentation, feel free to reach out to Jay directly to get some of those questions answered. And we will be starting our session 3 presentations at 11:20.
So thanks for coming. And then, yeah, I will just please email or shoot me email. I'm going to answer for your question. And then, yeah, I will just let's keep in touch if you have any additional question. Thank you very much.